Hello, ladies and gentlemen. The Grand Spartan have a base I want to show you today. Something I've put a lot of time into outside of the community base. This is the only thing that I have done so far on the server. And I wanted to give you a bit of a preview of all the different traps and electrical devices on Alpha 16, with the exception of the auto turret. Did not cover that. It's a bit expensive with all the brass that it takes. This build is a bit like maybe if you bought bunch of fireworks for a holiday and threw them into a burning barrel all at one time, because it takes a lot of ammo and a lot of power to take on one horde. First off, we have the electric fence on the outside. You see here, you can place barbed wire and blocks underneath that. There's no collision on that at all. These hatches that you see here, this was sort of a late addition to make this work, to make it easy for me. Generator, and these are the electrical relays that reach out to each device that I have wired up, such as the spotlights. So I'm going to take you inside and show you around over there. Before I go any further though, this base consists of 28 blade traps, 25 dart traps, which are located under here facing down on the spikes, 8 shotgun turrets. And this is my forge room over here. This is how I started. I kept the forge room separate from where I was building the base so that the screamers would just come over here and die off on the spikes. If you're familiar with my channel and you've been to the stream, then you've seen me over here working for a long time now, multiple times. I'll just poke my head in and show you what it looks like. Very small, compact. Has everything I needed to build this base over here. Looks a little something like that. So let's head over to the bunker itself. Now everything you see has been painted. Most all of this is wood. I just used the new paint tool in Alpha 16 to paint everything. All of these textures that you see down here. And all of these wire relays going all over the place. Ladies and gentlemen, there are wires in the walls, the floors, the ceilings. Now this is kind of where the magic happens here. I have my switches set up for the dart traps, blades, shotgun turrets, and the electric fences and light. I'll show you, I'll take you up to the next tier. This is kind of a little bit of the setup with the generators. All this is protected underground as well, so nothing can affect it. Here are the shotgun turrets, have those protected by bars. They shoot through the bars just fine. If you click on the turret itself, you can, I don't have it powered up, but you can aim it, and they are all aimed to a specific location to make sure they cover this entire area. So we'll go on up to the next tier, which would be where the blade traps are located. You see down here, this is all concrete, so should be protected well. Had to put these doors in here so I could get out and wire all of these up. Now let's go down and turn everything on, and then I'll take you all the way up top, show you what it looks like up there. And each side looks just the same. I won't take you all the way around. Oops, meant to paint that right there. Let's hit the switches here. Get the blades turned on. Don't want to turn on the dart traps because listen, if I turn those on, they start shooting instantly, and we save that for the horde when they start to pile up next to the base itself. Included this just to give myself a lower level lookout. Make sure you place it above the shotgun turrets and where they're going to be aiming, because you will die if those shotgun turrets hit you. So up here I've included some of the bulletproof glass that's new on Alpha 16. Has a lot of hit points, you see there. And I made this cage. This cage not only protects me from the cop spit, but it protects me from vultures as well. The vultures will swoop down during the horde, and you're out here with your sniper rifle looking at a cop or something, and death from above comes down upon you. So that's what it looks like up here. Take you on up to the next tier up. Up here I did the same thing, protection from cops. As long as you break their line of sight, they'll come charging in at you. So I put that to sort of protect me. This is what it looks like from up here. Pretty neat, interesting, curious to see if it's going to work against a horde. Now keep in mind, these blade traps only last until they get down to 500 hit points. Every hit on a zombie takes away from the durability. So when they reach 500 hit points, they will stop working. I expect these to all be destroyed, or not destroyed, but at least not working by the end of this horde, maybe even halfway through the horde. One cop explosion, and a lot of these are going down. They are pretty weak still. Hopefully, maybe in the future, they're a bit more durable. More or less right now, they're just going to take a few legs off at the beginning. The barbed wire is going to slow them down. But the workhorse of this base will be the shotgun turrets, the 8 shotgun turrets. And the dart traps are facing down on the spikes in case they rush the center. Well, I hope you enjoy this horde. Hope it's successful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.